Just to go over the build really quick, this is more of a finalized version than what the video you just saw was. The only difference is that I actually have a chest piece that's a little bit more functional instead of a rare quality chest. But starting with the weapon, this build is using the Shattered Sun. This is a strength and intelligence build. The Shattered Sun is a two-handed weapon. The basic attack is just this Whirlwind attack here. This does a ton of damage. It just has a very long animation. It kind of forces you to move, so it can be a little tricky to actually land all of the hits. So it's really good as a payoff, or a really good payoff for stagger damage. The other rune is, of course, Fire Throw. That's what you see me actually building up all the stagger with and then capitalizing with Whirlwind. But again, to look at this sword a little bit more, this has extra heat damage on it. It has focus on damage dealt, and it also has a little bit of health on kills, which is irrelevant for Echo Knight. So this weapon isn't actually like the most optimal thing, but it's still just insanely good. For the headpiece I'm using, this has focus regeneration and stamina, just health regeneration, a little bit of extra equip load. But for the gem that I have equipped here, it's the focus gain with Topaz, I think. For my chest, I have a stamina gem equipped. I was really just trying to push for the full 5 attack combo with this weapon, so I was just curious to see how this was going to look. For those of you curious, it's a 5-hit swing with this weapon. This is a double attack, and then you do this upward, like, jumping plunge attack, which I think is just really sick. And then finally going into the legs, I actually don't even have a gem equipped here. But this is just not even a great pair of legs. It's just kind of what I had equipped. So again, this build isn't even fully optimized yet. For my hands, not the best, but still it has focus regeneration. And so that's why you see my focus bar in the top left here just passively recovering. It's really good for running from room to room in the Crucible. It's not really that great in boss fights, but passive focus regeneration is still focus generation. To go into the stats, or sorry, the rings, I was using the Fierce Ring, the Rune Ring, and a Band of Calmness. This Band of Calmness is just the base level band, if I'm not mistaken. I think the minimum that it can roll for focus gain is 10%. The focus increase is always a static 100 as far as I've seen. This Rune Ring could be a little bit better. This Fierce Ring is decent. Realistically, I wonder if it'd almost be worth it to use 2 Rune Rings, assuming that the rune attacks are actually working, those bonuses. And then finally, the other relevant item here is I just have a buff weapon in my one of my main hand slots. This one is using Damage Surge, Focus Halo, and Stamina Wellspring. And then as for my stats, they're not really, I don't even have full stats allocated. I'm mostly just holding on to these couple of points in case I find a really good piece that is just, it maybe puts me over slightly into the heavy weight class. I'm just holding on to a couple of these points to, I guess, mitigate that a little bit. But I have 30 points in strength, 30 points in intelligence. My focus gain isn't even that high. It literally is only coming from, it's only at 22%, and that's all coming from the gem that I have in my headpiece and the ring here. It's just that 22% focus gain. So you can see how much focus I actually generate when I'm hitting with Whirlwind in that video. It's quite strong. This build, again, not fully optimized, but it's been the quickest clears of Echo Knight that I've had so far. Let me know what you think about this build in the comments below. And I think my previous video, maybe people are getting the wrong idea that I really am just crying for nerfs and stuff like that. But realistically, I want the game to be a little bit better balanced so that I actually have to use like this weapon's cool attack animations and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's a 5 attack animation, but I think it's really cool. I would like to have a real situation where I can use it. Probably not really going to happen because 5 attacks is a lot to ask for with the two-hander, but you get the point. I just want basic attacks to be a little bit more relevant in this game instead of just being able to spam like throw weapon and stuff like that. But that's enough of my rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will try to put out a couple more builds and quick kills in the future, but thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.